I've been dealing with mental health issues probably for the past 3 years now. I first realised that I suffered from depression when I was about 14, when I realised that instead of going out, I would much rather stay in bed and not really do a lot, be on my own company, not see anyone or do anything, than be what I used to be, which was outgoing, always up for a laugh.
I can speak from a personal point of view. I think everyone's got some form of mental health, and some of it's good and some of it's bad, some of it's positive, some of it's negative. For myself, you do go into dips of negativity, and it's just how you pull yourself out of that.
I've never experienced any mental health issues or depression personally, but I've had friends that have experienced it and then come to me. I found they communicated with me by, first of all, like just texting and Facebook chat. Just kept a good line of communication going at all times, so they didn't feel alone and they could always kind of speak to you about how they were feeling that day, whether it was good or bad.
When I actually hit rock bottom and I knew that there was something that needed to be done because I couldn't carry on feeling like that, and I was taken to Child and Family, where I had meetings with like a counsellor. I saw her every couple of weeks just to talk through how the weeks had been, how I was feeling, what happened, anything that might have made me feel any worse than I usually would. When I first found out I needed counselling, I was really nervous, scared, didn't want to do it, and thought I'd be quite happy just speaking to my parents. But when I went in, I felt like I could say anything and they couldn't judge, couldn't give me their opinion, because they were literally just there to help, to give me advice, to make me feel better. And after a while, we built up a relationship, we had a bond. I knew that I could go in there, lay everything out on the table, tell her exactly what was going on, and that she wouldn't judge, and she'd generally make me feel better.
I found it really hard to talk to people and communicate my own problems. I think everyone's really understanding, and good friends can see when there's a problem because maybe you change your behaviour. For me, it was just kind of trying to maintain everyday life and trying to do little things to cheer yourself up and pull yourself out. I mean, friends obviously helped a lot, but not necessarily me telling them a problem and them resolving the problem. It was more of just an everyday thing where we'd just go out or do something a bit different or do something fun.
I like to dance, and I've been dancing for a few years. It kind of gets me motivated, gets me out of the house, gives me some energy, and like after I'm danced I feel so much like better, like rehydrated. And I think getting yourself out and doing things, motivating yourself to get up, to get out, to give yourself something to do, makes the situation a whole lot better.
When you're stuck in the moment, it can seem like a really big thing, and trying to kind of beat that on your own, it's really hard.
Since that it's become a major issue in Cornwall, more people are talking about it, more people are aware of the situation, that it's become a lot easier to talk to people about it. The hardest thing, suffering on your own, not telling anybody, and it's not something that I would want anyone else to experience by themselves. So if there's any advice I'd have to give to anyone, I think it would just be to speak to whoever you feel comfortable speaking to.